What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. In the last episode, we completed the grid as Riku, and in this episode, we're going to be beginning that same world as Sora. I'm just claiming my drop rewards real quick, and well, actually, let me make sure of everything first before I actually do that.
Eventually.
There we go. Just had to make sure of everything, and had to make sure it worked. Well, not really that it worked. Oh no, it's a different music, it's a boss. Ugh. Yay. This time we have to face Brawlamari. Goodness. Again, the bosses for these aren't exactly the most fun in the world to have to deal with. It's not even like they're really hard, it's just that they are very, 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 very time consuming. So, you know, that's a lot of fun. Really, it's just all about having to wait until they actually, you know, open themselves up to be attacked like now. And of course, that just wastes a lot of time, and I'm like, I feel like I should be doing more, but, especially if you already know how basically everything works. I should not have done that, but whatever, I didn't get hit, I guess, so I guess it's fine. But for this attack, we just have to dodge around in a circle like, not Star Fox or Kid Icarus Uprising. Basically the same thing for that attack too. Again, there's not exactly much that you actually have to do. Man, I can get hit once, it's fine. There we go. Alright, that boss was like way... It wasn't even like it was easier than the last boss here that we fought as like Riku. It was just less time consuming, I guess, because actually hitting it was like 10 times easier, but whatever. Let's just dash all the way to the end. Hopefully I got an A for that, aside from getting hit.
Yes!
Okay, I did get an A. And I got candy goggles, as if that's going to be all that useful.
What? This outfit? Hey, I know where I am. Huh? Whoa! What is that?
The world has drastically changed since Sora was there, so him being impressed by it isn't the most surprising thing in the world. Alright, of course we're going to have to go there, but as usual, there's always chests everywhere, so we need to make sure that we check those out, because there's always going to be some form of item that we need. And let me save also. Need to do that. Saving is very, very important. Even though I didn't really do much so far, all I really did was watch a cutscene, so not exactly too much. I don't think there's anything new in here. Nope. Okay, let's keep going then. Okay, I'd just like to say fighting the Dream Eaters as Sora was like 10 times easier than fighting them as Riku. I guess this is always the case of who actually goes into the world first, because it's usually whoever goes there first has way harder of a time, understandably, because you don't exactly know how the enemies are going to be the first time around. But even then, it's like, just overall, like, the second person that goes will end up having like all the... It's not even like it's increased stats or whatever, because like the character themselves has their own individual like level up or whatever, so they have like the advanced Dream Eaters, I guess, and then any form of what is it, like commands and junk like that. So I guess they will still have the advantage, but at the same time, and I just have to do 3 of these flow motion things, which isn't exactly hard at all. So just do that, boom. And now we just have to defeat all the enemies. And I say just as if that's easy. You are eating my stuff, sir. Stop that. By the way, I actually do kind of hope I'm going the right way. This... Change into this? There we go. Alright, I need to link with this Dream Eater, what is it? 4 separate times, because there's actually an ability that I'm going to need. Treasure Magnet, which of course has any form of dropped items, have a bigger range of actually being grabbed over to us. So... need to get as many of those as soon as possible. I actually don't know how many you can get in this game, because I know in Birth by Sleep you could get like 6, which made the range basically, if you were in the same room as anything, you would automatically get it. I'm being a little bit drastic, but at the same time, It might as well been that, honestly. It might as well been. Oh my goodness, we are so far away from any form of actual cutscenes. I figured that we would have actually gotten to a cutscene by now, but for some reason we just haven't. It's weird. Because usually you go to a world, you'll instantly get like a cutscene to go to someplace, and then you'll instantly get a cutscene like after a fight or something. Maybe I'm just grouping that up with the other games, but at the same time, it is a little weird. I don't care about this. Let's see what is up here. Probably more enemies and more chests. There's one. Circle Raid. I think I've already talked about Circle Raid before, but considering that I can't stay still worth anything in this game, especially on critical mode, yeah, Circle Raid probably isn't exactly the most useful thing to have.
Whoa! Oh, man!
Identify. State your handle, program.
I, don't have any handles, but the name's Sora.
Verifying handle, Sora. Handle not found. Stray program recognized.
Hey! What?
Isolating for quarantine.
Whoa there! That is so unfriendly.
Okay, that's kind of pathetic that Sora was literally able to just turn around and get out of their hands. Oh no, stop that. we're gonna need to stop that. I'm still having PTSD from the last episode. we need to stop that. Don't need to have more of that. I'm still taking care of these guys though, because experience. Need that. Definitely gonna need that. Unfortunately, there's going to be quite a lot of enemies in our way, and oh goodness, we also have the ship in the background trying to shoot at us as well. That's nice. Well, okay, so gravity did nothing. Yay. We'll have to worry about that in a little bit. Take care of that guy. There we go. Run over to here. And now we shall transform it into whatever we can. Okay, transport. Yeah. To be honest, in this area, you don't really need it at all. But again, still having to make sure we don't have to worry about these guys. By the way, it's a little weird that we don't encounter Dream Eaters as well as these guys, because it's odd, because we were just fighting random Dream Eaters while we were getting over here, but now as we're leaving, it's literally only these security guys. I don't know why it's like that. Like, logically, for me, it just doesn't make sense for it to be that way, but I know for, like, story reasons it's that way, but it's just a little weird that the Dream Eaters would stop chasing me just for this moment in time.
Kobe!
Alright, let's head over to the actual correct direction this time. Oh, I need to use a drop me not as well, because unfortunately my drop rate got increased by like, what, a lot? I don't even know what the actual amount was, but it just skyrocketed for some reason. Okay, let's deal with that now, while we have the actual time to do so. There we go. We have plenty of drop me nots, by the way. Like I said, at a certain point in the game, you don't have to worry about actually like dropping off into another world. Well, not another world, into Riku or Sora's version of the world, thankfully, because if drop me nots did not exist for this game, oh, I'm pretty sure this game would get a lot more hate than it actually does. Okay, I think this actually takes me to an area that we normally can't get to. I wonder if I'm able to skip these cutscenes, by the way.
Nope.
No, I'm not. Okay. I guess there's not really cutscenes, technically. I guess that's the reason why I can't skip them. Okay, I actually think I could get up here by just jumping. Oh, I've actually been up here. That actually upsets me a lot.
A few inches later.
Turns out I've apparently also been going the wrong way. I think I have to go up here. Maybe. Well, there's enemies here, so has to be somewhere new. Let's just take care of these guys real quick, and then we will be on our way. Ow, stop it. There you go. I'm leveling up a lot in this world, too. It's weird. I've already leveled up twice. Granted, I'm pretty sure I was actually pretty close to leveling up before for level 12. I'm not entirely sure about that, but for that level, that actually came by pretty quickly.
He's alive.
Look at that boy's weapon. It's different.
But it's something you programmed, right, Dad?
Huh? No, Sam. No, I've never seen it.
What was that about?
Hey,
Huh?
that weapon. Can I see it?
Oh.
This is just incredible. What a program. The weapon and the wielder.
Program? Not me. This is called a Keyblade, and I'm Sora.
I'm Sam.
So this is like Tron's world, right?
You know Tron.
They also don't know about the outside world, so I don't know, well, they do, but technically not. It's weird.
Listen, that program you just fought was Tron.
What? That was Tron?
Tron used to be a good friend. Together, we created this place, the Grid. It was something, man. But then Clue staged a coup. I was exiled, and Tron wound up getting de-rezzed. Or so I thought. Clue made him into a new program called Rinsler. That's the thing about programs. Mess with the code just a little, and their whole nature and memory can change.
But that's horrible. Most of this is over my head. But both Tron and this world do seem pretty different. Still, if that's really the Tron I know, we should change him back.
Bingo. And now you're up to speed. If we're lucky, Clue kept a backup of Tron's source code. He's a program, after all. He'd be methodical like that.
So, if we get Tron's source code back from Clue, we can put him back to normal, right?
That's the idea.
Great! Thanks, mister.
Where are you going?
I'm going after Clue.
Do you even know where he is?
Nope, no idea.
What a strange user. You're nothing like Flynn or Sam. Come on, Sora. I'll show you the way.
Huh?
Cora, we have to keep moving.
Yeah. What are you gonna do if Rinsler attacks again?
If we're in a hurry, we have to take care of Rinsler first.
The two of us can handle him.
All right. Do what you can. Maybe you and Sora can help Tron.
Dad, no.
Relax, Sam. I have a feeling Sora is someone we can trust. Now you and me need to press on.
Okay. Cora, be careful.
You too. All right. It's you and me. You ready, Sora?
Yeah, let's do this, Cora.
Clue should be at the helm of his battleship, the Rectifier. We can get there with a solar sailor from the underground docks.
Well, she says all this stuff as if we know where any of that is. And also, yay, me and Cora, even though Cora isn't actually going to be a party member, we have Dream Eaters for that.
A Keyblade.
And we also got our counterattack for some reason. I actually don't know why we got a counterattack. It was kind of just sudden and random, but whatever, I will take it, and I will equip it all the same. Hey, I remember this area. It's the area that Riku had to drop down from. This time, we don't have to actually do that. This time, we're just here. I wonder, can we actually go up there? It might just be boarded up or something, I'm not sure. But I'm actually going to try and see if we can go up there, because I've actually never done it before, so it'll be interesting to see. Let's actually see if we can get up here. It's going to take a while, so I'll just cut ahead. Maybe. It might take a while. If I fall down, it will take a while.
12 seconds later.
Okay, looks like you actually can't get any higher than this, unfortunately. Actually, we can get in here. I think we have to, maybe? Not entirely sure. I think, no, we actually have to go over onto these things. Let me save again. These save points are like really close together, which is odd. Like that was actually like 2 minutes away from the other save point. Let me actually go here.
Nope.
Oh no, we need to press on, okay. No time for exploration. We actually have to go with story instead. Oh goodness, this area is like way brighter than most of the other areas in this world, which is, I guess is good. I'm just so used to space paranoids with it being mostly black rather than gray. Like I mentioned, I think it was last episode where I actually mentioned that, but it's not that bad. It's probably just to, you know, suit the actual, you know, movie it is based off of. But it is just a weird change, mainly because I haven't seen the actual movies. Alright, and now we have this vast open area to go to, and there's also clouds in here. That's weird. I actually never noticed that there were clouds in this world. I just assumed that there weren't. Also looks like there's like thunder in that one area. No, not thunder, lightning more in that one area down there. It's weird. Again, these are things I've never noticed. And it's also only in that one area, which is also weird. Alright, now this whole area is a little bit confusing to go around because a lot of the things in this area actually do like look pretty similar, but hopefully I will be able to find my way as well as try to defeat as many of these enemies as possible. By the way, I have a feeling that I'll actually be able to beat this world in one episode. Probably. I'm only saying that mainly because I'm not talking that much compared to other episodes. And the main reason is that there's not exactly much to talk about in this episode. A lot of the things that I've done in Riku's story, it's pretty much the same in Sora's. Aside from this area is like relatively the same. Well, not the same, the opposite. I'm stupid. Alright, there's a lot of chests in here. My goodness. Alright, let's see what we get. I think we get a decently useful command here. That's what I'm assuming. That or a... Oh, Balloonra. Yeah, that's very useful. Totally not the most broken thing in this game. Okay. When I was saying useful, I didn't think it would be the most broken thing in this game. But whatever. I'm still avoiding using it. Have I actually used it? I'm pretty sure I have. I think it was one time at the very beginning of the game. And ever since then, I haven't actually used it. Which is good. Because I'm trying my best to avoid using it. But if it comes down to a point where I will literally not be able to beat it unless I use that, then I will actually use Balloon. I'll have to cop out because I have other games to get to. I actually have to play this game, which is something I actually should do more because I honestly should be like way further in this game by now, but I just have, okay, lots of things appeared on my screen, but I just have so much other stuff at the same time because I'm doing like college work and junk like that, and that actually requires time to be put towards it. So, you know, that's fun, but I will still try my best to make as much time for this as possible. But at some point, I do still have to worry about my own studies because if I don't, then that's going to be bad because it's a lot of money that's going to be wasted, and my parents are going to kill me over that. So, yeah, let's not have that happen.
3 weeks later.
I want to try and get this defense boost before I actually get to the boss, but that's probably not gonna happen with how I'm actually raising these Dream Eaters. I should actually be spending time actually playing with them, but I don't want to do that. I honestly really don't. Let me just see if I can actually make another... Actually, I can, right here. The Escarglow instead of Escargot. Get it? No. Anyways, let's make a new one. What can we associate with this? Actually, some form of magic would actually be really good, having a resistance. Because once it gets out of that shell, it takes a lot more damage. Alright, so as usual, we will be changing the name. So instead of Escarglow, we are going to have Viraf. Let me actually spell that correctly. There we go. We have our snail, Viraf. Now, what Viraf has done is that he was actually one of the first people I ever met on YouTube, and I'm still friends with him to this day. And we actually play Rainbow Six Siege in our off time sometimes. So, of course, we're pretty good buds, and we're also part of a podcast together. We actually haven't been doing it nearly as much now, mainly because there's not too much Kingdom Hearts news, and then we also have to try and make time for not only just me, Viraf, and like the one other, well, not just one other person, but with the other people, because there's like 7 of us, I think. It's hard for all of us to actually be able to make a meeting or whatever, or be able to make it to a meeting, because of course life happens. There's not exactly much that we're going to be able to do about it. But of course, I will leave his channel in the description as well. He does anime content. He does a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, not too much. I do want him to do a little bit more content though, because I don't see his uploads too often, but they're always really good. You know, I actually kind of noticed something, and it goes back off to what I said like near the beginning of the episode, where like we were getting chased by the security guards. Why aren't they chasing us now? I'm assuming it's because they don't actually know where we are, but at the same time, I feel like we could stumble upon a few of them and actually take them out. I feel like that would actually make a decent amount of sense to have like a few of them scattered around as if they're like on patrol or something. Not like them actually walking around, because that's never actually how enemies work in Kingdom Hearts, but have them appear a little bit here and there as if they're on like a patrol route, because that's actually like more realistic and would also make sense, given how, you know, we're supposed to be on the run from them, but we're just running away from the Dream Meters more than anything else right now. So again, it's I wish that it was like that, but I didn't make the game, so I can't decide on those things. And by the way, as like I said before, this is basically the same area. Like, we take different paths, but it's not exactly like we go far else different. I mean, the enemies are also the same too, so that also doesn't help. But, ow, where is this enemy? There he is. Anyways, again, like the overall world being the same, and then also the enemy actually being in the world itself also makes it so that, oh, this is basically almost the exact same. It's just that the story that takes place is relatively different. What sucks too is, like I said before, that if you have Sora or Riku go second, which you basically need to in order to actually, you know, play the game, then one character is going to be like having way easier of a time than the other character, or one character is going to have a harder time than the other, and it's not like it's an equal experience for both. And unfortunately, there's not much that you can really do about that. Unless you want to play like both of the characters side by side, but just in my opinion, I don't feel like you're doing that. Like, that's disgusting, and it also chops up the stories between both worlds horribly. So yeah, I prefer not to do that. I prefer to do one world one version of the world by itself, and then do the other version of the world after. Aside from the Hunchback of Notre Dame world, that world was actually an accident when I, you know, recorded that.
You what?
Okay, so like, remember earlier when I said I probably beat this world in one part? You guys will probably know because, yeah, of course, you're watching the video. But we're actually very close to the end. There's not much to this world, surprisingly enough. Or at least for Sora's part.
It's not here. Maybe Clue has it with him. Sora, let's look elsewhere.
All right. Huh? Oh. Wait, Cora. Let me talk to Rinsler. A little heart-to-heart might jog his memory.
He's a program, Sora. Programs don't have hearts.
That's not true. The Tron I remember, he had something. Hey, you used to be called Tron, right? Clue did something to you to mess with your memory. You're a little confused, but that's okay. Come on, remember, Tron.
Kobe!
I don't think Rinsler is quite the friend you remember.
He just needs time. That's all. Sora! Tron, don't! Tron, why?
That's what we do. Put the most precious memories in the back of our minds where they're safe. Or in your case, the most precious hearts?
Not you again!
The memory and heart are tightly linked.
Samus!
Rub a few memories together, and you get a spark of emotion, a feeling. But in a digital world, memory does not work like that. Nothing is ever felt. You can hold 1,000, 1,000,000 times the information, but there is still no heart with which to parse it. Once, my master Ansem found an old system and made a copy of its master control program, and used it to serve his own ends. This is the original data of that system. Here, data can be copied. Memory can be changed and easily manipulated. Tron is a digital entity, so why would he be any different? He obeys the rules of this world. Sora, what about you?
Me?
Your heart, memories, your data, and your dreams. The bits and bytes that have made up your life so far. Can you say for sure they are not just copies of someone else's?
Yes! My memories and feelings belong to me!
You had better check. Make certain the box's contents match what's on the label. Since you have been chosen.
Chosen for what?
You think this is the realm of dreams, but there you are mistaken. Data does not dream, cannot dream. This world is real. You haven't the slightest idea where you are. That you have already wandered off the path.
What do you mean?
And now we're all of a sudden here. Somehow. Isn't exactly explained, I guess. I'm assuming we were just dropped off here.
Combatant 13 versus Rinsler.
Greetings, Sora. I've been waiting.
Who are you?
I am Clue.
So it was you. You're the guy who turned Tron into Rinsler.
Correct. I had to repurpose his code.
Well, unrepurpose it.
Yes. Under the right parameters, I might.
Huh?
You have a little item called a Keyblade. It can open any lock, isn't that right? Hand it over, and I'll change Rinsler back into Tron.
The Keyblade? I can't. This is what lights the darkness. A chance to make everyone happy.
Even though that's not legitimately the reason. The reason is he literally can't. It's tied to him. He can't give it up.
Tron, why can't I get through to you?
Fight, Sora!
Cora, you're okay! I can't believe it!
Yes, I think Tron heard you. Long enough for me to escape. You can do it! You can get through to him! Sora! You have to fight him!
But, Cora, how can I...
You have that key. It will bring him to his senses.
I'll try. Let's go, Tron.
Indeed, let us go, Tron. By the way, for now, before the boss actually starts, this is actually one of my favorite fights, if not my favorite fight in the entire game. So let's just see how well that actually lasts. I don't know. I got to be very careful. It's a very intense fight because Rinsler, as the game calls him, instead of Tron, you can call him whichever, but Rinsler, Tron, whichever, is actually like really fast and really powerful, as with basically any other boss and whatever in this entire game. But I don't know. He also has combos, so make sure you're careful about that. And oh goodness, time for the entire arena to flip. And your controls are like relatively reversed, so be careful about that. Just trying to be extremely careful because I don't know what he's going to do next. Oh no, don't get hit. Okay. We're doing fine. Just heal up. Good. By the way, I'm like being incredibly focused because of course I could die at basically any point in time. Just need to be careful. By the way, the music that plays out in this boss, while it is good in my opinion, the way it plays out is ill because there are a good number of times where it just sounds like it's really silent and all you hear are like Sora and Rinsler and basically the sounds of fighting and whatever, but it's actually because like the startup for the song is ridiculously quiet for some reason. Don't know why they made the song like that. It just is. I don't know. Gotta heal. There we go. Alright, we're actually like really close. Oh no, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Heal. There we go. Thankfully he ran away to do this stupid attack. Well, not attack, but thing. By the way, why couldn't this area be used for the actual, what was it, the fight before? Like, having the smaller area would have actually worked out for Rinsler, because of course he's not like 5 meters tall. Oh no, not again, not again. We're not having this again. It happened once for Riku. We're not having it again. Not dying so close to the end. Get this. No, okay. Fyra, we have to hit him with that. Go! Okay, he ran like 5 miles away, so that, yeah, that didn't work. There we go. One last dodge and a fire to the face, and we ended up winning. Okay. Again, having the wide open area for this doesn't make sense. Having the super small area for the one for Riku does not make sense either. If those were switched, it would have been better, because this boss was relatively easy. And by the way, there's the, Kingdom Hearts 2 Tron Sora there.
Tron!
And I can say that that stupid ricochet was the dumbest death in the world.
I'll deal with you later. I have to retrieve Rinsler.
He reached for my hand. Tron is still in there.
You and that key have a special power.
So do you. Power to make me see it.
So, does that mean we're friends?
Of course. What if my memories aren't my own? No, I gotta be like Tron. Maybe we're walking the wrong path, but our hearts will lead us back to the truth.
Yeah, just what if, Sora? Just what if? Oh, goodness.
Where are they? I've turned this castle upside down. Hey, are the other two still out cold?
Dylan and Evan are conscious again, but still unstable. They're resting inside.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll give the castle grounds a sweep.
Don't. If they were back, we would have found them by now.
So do you think they were blasted off to some other world, or what?
I highly doubt it. When someone who's lost their heart is recompleted, they should return to the place where it happened. And if that world is unavailable for whatever reason, a refuge is made for them in the realm between, a world called Traverse Town. They would be sent there. Or perhaps...
No, look. Okay. The fact is, we're here. We've been recompleted, right? So they should be here too. Plain and simple.
I agree, it is strange.
What a drag. Could they not have been recompleted at all?
Well, you see...
Forget it. You know what? I'll bring him back myself.
Huh? How, exactly?
Why do I always get stuck with the icky jobs?
I wonder what Axe is going to be using. But, regardless, we're going to be figuring out later. But, by the way, if this episode ends up being a little bit too long, then that's a bad part of my, well, bad call on my part. But, again, Sora's part is ridiculously short for some weird reason. But, regardless, next episode, we're going to be heading into the Sora version of Prankster's Paradise. But, until next video, take care.